Hello and welcome to Flory Models Friday Roundup Show. Here we are with you on the 16th of October 2020 after another fantastic week of modelling here on the Flory Models site and working alongside with PM Models as always. Anyway, it all started, as you can see, on Monday where we finished off the final part 10 of the actual Hellcat build, and as you can see here spinning around on its little stand, it turned out really nicely. Okay, decals problem aside, I think we've covered that enough now over the last couple of weeks. The kit itself for sub £20, under £20, is an absolute gem. No problems at all with it. We did a tiny little bit of scratch building. So on part 10, we actually added a custom made harness system or bracing system for the fuel tank that's underneath. Obviously, it doesn't come in the kit. So we did that with a little bit of foil, with a little bit of aluminium foil. It's a bit thicker, as you can see just underneath there as it makes its way around. Also with this one as well, we use foil for the decals. So there's a bit of a theme going through this one. But really, it was all about taking care of the weathering and going through the motions of it in there for actually doing the blues and the various things. And again, it's not very straightforward we're doing it with there, but you can see in the final part we showed about some of the weathering down in here. We talked about putting the aerial on, so I just used knitting in elastic. Obviously that area underneath as well, finishing that one off, some of the final photos and that strapping under there, and that completed the final part of that particular build of being part 10. But as you can see down here, I think she turned out very nicely. Very happy of how she came out in the end. So again, nice little bit of weathering on there with the chipping details, mixing it in and everything. Again, really sad to see that one end. I was really enjoying it. It just goes to show you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars or pounds on a model to actually turn out with a little gem. And also, cheap kits don't mean bad kits. So again, this thing is actually 18 quid. It's a bargain. Straight out of the box build, no problem at all with it. And again, you don't have to spend 60, 70, 80, 90, 120 pounds on kits for a good fun build, because that one definitely is. So highly recommend that kit right the way through. On Tuesday, it was our weekly Q&A show. So this is the day where you send me a load of questions and I answer them just as best as I can. So again, on this one we spoke about, as you can probably see there, the mug. So that's the new Flory Models 2021 limited edition mug. It's only available to members, so you do have to be a member of the site. The pre-order will open for that next month. So this is the prototype one that came through. Very happy with it. It looks fantastic. Fully safe, washable and all the rest of it. So I'm going to sign off on this one that it's good. So we'll put the pre-order up probably in the end of the month. Okay, that will run for 1 month. You can pre-order it. You don't have to pay now. You pay obviously when it gets shipped, but I need to know numbers. Okay, so that'll work via the sneaky area on the site, which is for members only. Okay, so you'll go in there, put your name down, and then I'll obviously get a list together and how many we need. We'll get them ordered. They'll hopefully be with us within normally about 2 weeks, and then we can get them out to you all in time for Christmas as we make our way on there. The other thing you might be able to see just in here is the new collector cards. You can see them down at the front. I'm sure a lot of you have got these already. So obviously if you order anything from the wash side of things, 1 bottle, a full set, whichever, you'll get the new Flory Girl there with the washes on there. Okay, if you order any type of pigment, you'll get the new pigment card, and obviously any of the sander range, you'll get the sander one in there as well. To get the full set, just spend 100 quid and you get the full set, including the normal one as well, the normal sort of Flory Models logo in there. It comes in a nice little card set, thick card, glossy printed, all the rest of it. Very happy with those. So that's something a little bit new, but they're going to be freebies in all your orders. As you order, they'll come out to you as individuals, but as I say, they are going to make their way out as prizes and gifts and various things. So it's going to go along with the mug section as well on that one. Same day as well, we were talking, some of the questions that came up was obviously a few on airbrushing, so we discussed them, we went through those. Also we discussed about scrape cleaning. And obviously cleaning up ejector pin marks, you know, how to go about it, when to scrape clean and when to fill. Also what different types of fillers. So homemade styrene, as we got down in here. Also we use perfect plastic putty because it's water soluble. So we showed the different ways of cleaning up ejector pin marks and making your way with those. So really that was your Tuesday live show down in there. On Wednesday, it was me and Matt. We were with you talking all things kit related, what's new in the hobby, obviously everything we got coming in with the PM store, and obviously what we got restocks of, what we're looking forward to, and we were discussing there the new mini base 148 scale flanker. So this is the SU-33, the naval flanker version of it. It looks very, very tasty, and funny enough, I've had a load of information on that over the last couple of hours, so I found out all about it. So we'll be sharing more of that information as it becomes available, and obviously in the near future any other updates we get about releases and things like that, which will be nice on that one as well. Also, there we did the new review for Kitty Hawk's latest release. This is the 148 scale SU-30 SM flanker, also known as Flanker H. This is the one with the forward canards onto it, and it's got the thrust vectoring nozzles at the back, which are a really nice touch in this kit because they're resin. So they are in the drooped and powered down position on that one, so it's a great kit. Another lovely touch with this one, it's got fully detailed radar system into that one, which can be shown open or closed, as well as the engines. So again, really very, very nice kit, lots of detail. And even though it's Kitty Hawk, and even though there is problems with the kit, just some small ones, usual thing, Kitty Hawk, do not rush them, spend another 30 days and put it right, okay? But generally it is very nice, and probably would be my go-to flanker kit at the moment, giving Great Wall Hobbies SU-35 a run for its money in the flanker family standoff. The other thing as well, what we've done now is, you can see here, I've now got some still photos. These are stills taken from the video that people have been asking for, so they're a little bit clearer and bigger, so you can zoom in and have a look at them and stuff like that. So I've made these available on all the reviews now, so you can get a bit more information and a few more photos during the review, and a few more stills and stuff like that, so you get a little bit more idea of what's going on. So these are now below the review section. Each one will have them from now on, we'll have a few photos in there, so you can get a better idea from it, perhaps if you can't see it during the actual video itself. Anyway, that review is up for you, well worth having a look at that one, definitely. Last night it was me and the gang. Apologies for any offensive language, usually from me, or anything else like that. Remember, it is literally all tongue-in-cheek. It's just having a little bit of fun at the end of the day. Please don't take it seriously. It's definitely not sent that way. It's just me and the guys letting our hair down and things like that. And obviously Matt wasn't well last night. Andy still isn't well, so it's just me and Nathan. Keeping the well side of it around. So anyway, usual thing, fun, laughter, giggles, looking at your great work as well. So we were looking through some of the photos that you guys have put up of your ones. Remember, it's just what catches our eye. There's no right or reason to them. We tend to try and pick people at random to showcase some of your great work on there. And then obviously we were going through all your fantastic questions as well. So loads of questions up there. I think we just did shy of 2 hours live last night. Remember, if you want to join us for any of the live shows, they are free to watch. They are on YouTube. But if you want to join in and ask questions, you do have to be a member of Flory Models, just because it's easier to read them out then and stuff like that, because you post them up in the forum, and that's where we get them from, as you can see that appear in the little window next to me. Today with you, we've got a beautiful review from Copper State Models. I have to say, Edgar strung out to me on Monday. It was here by Wednesday. It was amazing faster service on their part. But this is the Miniva, and it is a beautiful Belgium armoured car. It is a fantastic kit, beautiful, beautiful again. And again, you know, I've got the photos up under the new system now, and you can get a really good idea of what they look like. But you know, the manual is absolutely beautiful. It's one of those things where not only do you get all of the details about the vehicle, the history of it, some fantastic engineering type shots and all the rest of it, but as you can see, it makes it look complicated, but it's not. But it's just showing you at every step from different angles and various things how all the parts go. They are a fantastic reference book as well as manual about putting these kits together. And again, fantastic quality all the way through. The decals are beautiful, no sink marks, no flash, no any nasties or anything else like that on there. Good, clean, crisp moulding right the way through. No ejector pins anywhere you're going to see them either. They literally are a beautiful do. Highlight for me was these wheels. These wheels are absolutely gorgeous. Fantastically cleanly done. Injection moulding for all the spokes. Second row of spokes to go on the other side to give it that sort of bowed effect. Again, beautiful, beautiful kit right the way through. And again, you can find that one in the actual review section, or it's all over the usual social media things as well. So you can see the full review on there. Up with you today is the Bowcaster. So, a little bit about this one is, obviously, as my hobby, I love flight sim and building props, 1-to-1 scale film props. So again, I did one over here, so we converted an airsoft gun into an alien pulse rifle. So that was that one, doing that. The other one we did, you might remember a few years ago, we did Han Solo's blaster, and that literally started life like this, just a lump of resin, multiple bits. But what we've done is we've changed out a lot of the details on this, did a little bit of scratch building around the front. We replaced all the screws for real screws and various things like that, just to give it a more sort of, you know, realistic look to it and stuff like that. And again, a very fancy paint job right the way over it, as we will be doing to Chewy's Bowcaster just down in here as well. So again, it's a little bit different. If you've never seen anything like this before, it might be worth having a look. I will link the original live one-day build of that one as well onto this, so I'll put it down below on the show notes for today as we make our way through. But literally, that's how it starts. Well, a lot rougher. I've done a lot of cleanup on this one already, and we've already made our way into the sanding and filling. It's not going to be a massively long video build. It'll probably only be a 3 or 4 parter, because once you get it together, you can get into the weathering and then obviously into the painting stage, things like that, and that's all the fun stuff. But we are going to be, as said, same as we did with this one, switching out all the sort of, you know, resin details for real parts. So that's quite a bit of fun, because as you know, I am a real hoarder. Literally down in here I have trays and trays and trays of nuts and small bolts. This is my secret hobby as well. I am a real thing for tiny little screws and grub screws, and, you know, obviously every different type of screw head there is out there. I've got all the different ones there, which is great. When you do stuff like this, you can look at the real things and see, right, that's what they've used, and try and replicate like for like. So again, it is a little bit of fun. As I said, it's not going to be a huge build. It will be a little bit different, but honestly, if you're ever into resin, this will be the one for you as well, because not only do we talk about obviously how to clean up resin and going through with it, we talk about obviously some of the pitfalls with it. So various things like sink marks into your resin. We also, you get bubbles, air holes, things like that, dents. So it's a lot about cleaning, sanding, filling, polishing, priming, and then obviously it'll be into the painting, weathering stage, and again we'll be swapping all these parts out. But a lot of it is, this is quite a large lump, as you can imagine. This will be, these will go on the front here like this. So what we're going to have to do is reinforce some of the areas, which is quite nice. So we'll be using a lot of pinning, drilling, resin, you know, epoxy, 3-minute epoxy, 5-minute epoxy resins, lots of super glue. So again, it can be one of those things where if you haven't seen it before, it's quite interesting to watch that one as well. Anyway, part 1 of that is up there now. You can see some of the steps going down in here. So we're talking really in part 1 all about the cleanup, what to expect from a garage kit, what we're using to do it, and then right the way through. And part 1 is up with you right now on there. And that was this week. As I say, busy week this week. Next week, I've got a couple of care packages coming in from PM Models with some reviews, some tools coming down in there as well. So that'll be quite interesting to go through those. So looking forward to getting my hands on those, because we haven't done any tool reviews for a while. Okay, we've got various other things coming down the line and starting. We're getting prepared now, obviously, for the Telford weekend. So this is going to be a series of live shows right the way over the weekend. Obviously, IPMS Scale Model World, it's not on this year because of the coronavirus, but we're going to keep you entertained as well. Feel free to join us. We're going to be doing live shows in the morning, on the Saturday morning of what would have been the Telford weekend, which is what, 3 weeks away now. And then obviously we'll do a show in the afternoon, and we're doing the one in the evening, and we'll do it over the entire weekend. So 3 shows on Saturday, 3 shows on Sunday, and we are going to structure it a little bit. So we will be doing demonstrations. We'll obviously be looking at sort of techniques and various things in there. Also, we'll be having flash sales from the PM store. We'll be doing discounts and specials, obviously show specials and things like that from the Flory Model store as well. So if you want to come along, there'll be gift codes and giveaways and prizes and all different things like that all weekend to keep you entertained as we make our way through. So a lot of preparation work needs to be done for that one and sort itself out. Anyway, that's it from me. As always on a Friday, I'm going to leave you with your great work from the gallery. So until next week, everybody, happy modelling. Take care.
I'm wasted. My heart grows heavy.